All right. What's going on, everybody? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, and it is time for some BSing. Let's just pretend none of that happened, okay? What's up? What's happening? I hope the week is treating you well. I was saying it feels like a Friday, but I know I got to go to work tomorrow, so that just makes me kind of sad. But hey, what can you do? You gotta work, gotta get paid so you can pay the bills, so you can live, and you can live, so you can work, so you can get paid, and ad nauseum put that shit on repeat. But such is life, at least until we die. So there you go, exactly. And yeah, there I go. I have audio. I should probably not put my foot down there. That is a hand saw, one of the circular saws. It's gonna be USD, sir. US of the D in the America Dolans. Another YouTuber that I watch calls them Dolans. I don't know. That's why I said that. I'm just trying to co-opt other people's fucking sayings and shit. USD, American dollars. Good old Uncle Sam bucks. That's what we're looking for. So, but yeah, I hope you all had a great weekend. That's what we're coming off of is a weekend, and it was a beautiful weekend here. And I did actually get out to the rivers and dug a couple holes. I was talking to a few of you guys as I was on my way. Not while I've been driving. I'm not a dumb shit, but I was on my way to the whole diggy place when my video premiered this weekend, and I stopped off over at the store to pick up some Gatorades, and was able to catch you guys that were here for the premiere. Thank you all for joining me for that wondrous time. And those of you who weren't there, well, you missed out. We had a great time, and I think we figured out the meaning of life. That is gold and family and contentment. I think those are our good meanings of life and the things that we took away from that live stream or that premiere. And minimum guarantees are also a very nice thing. I think we took that away from that premiere as well, because if you saw this weekend's video, you, like me, were probably kind of disappointed. What can you do? You know, like I say, I do those videos for you guys so that you know who to check out and who not to check out. And the seller as well. That's why I try to be as respectful as I can. But as I like to remind everybody, I'm a bit of a prick, and I like to capture it in the moment. So, you know, sometimes I exclamate things in a unprofessional manner because I'm not a professional. So I'm just a dude with a pan, man. But yeah, you know, as and such as it is, if the seller watched the video, they got some feedback. This is just the feedback, you know. I take no responsibility for the words and the situation. I am a vessel to that feedback that needed to be born on that day. That's all there is to that. don't don't hold it against me. This channel has always been about the honest experience. That's why I do it in a one and done take. Fuck, dude, I shouldn't have smoked the one before I started the video. That's my own bad. You're right. You're right. I feel bad though now because I think the seller is a viewer because I think I saw a comment that was like and I was like sorry man because I like the guy as a viewer, but like I say it's a natural reaction, and I hope no sellers take it overly personal, because it's not. I'm reviewing the product as it is, and quite frankly, I think at least the 1,700 people who watch appreciate the perspective. I imagine that's why they watch me. So there you go. Speaking of pissy sellers, you guys are gonna laugh at this one. I laughed all day about this because it's so ridiculous. So you'll remember about a year ago, I did a review on the Krieger sluice, and I'm sure most of you will remember that I didn't have a good experience with the seller. Trying to get information from him, honest, straight up information about how to run his product. He's very vague and elusive. And it was just kind of a hassle of a situation. And it's like, as a consumer, if a seller gets that defensive and that elusive to basic goddamn questions, it makes me really question their product. And it makes me question them. But the whole thing spiraled out of control. The guy kind of had a little bit of a, what do they call him when you boop, boop? He had a moment and just kind of went off on a crazy tangent. And that just turned me off from him. At that point, I didn't even care, right? I told him I was going to re-review his product, and then he came at me all sideways. And you come at me sideways, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care about your damn product. I don't care about you as a seller. Go fuck off. Like, I don't have time for that shit, right? But so he comes at me sideways, and I'm just like, whatever, dude. I don't care about your shit. Well, dude pops back up after a year of silence. Dude pops back up this morning, and it's like his brain was on pause for an entire year, and this morning somebody hit the play button, and he was 100% right where he left off. Just all confrontational, talking shit, calling me an armchair engineer. Like you're insulting me or something. An armchair engineer. But mind you, the dude isn't even the guy who made the product. He's the guy's son who made the product. And the guy just tells stories, right? He makes up his story as he goes. Once it was his brother-in-law. The next time it was his cousin or some shit. And it was very obvious. They had the exact same last names. Oh, no, it was his father-in-law. And it's like, well, you have the same last name as your father-in-law. That's weird. But okay. But now it's his dad. And that's what I had suspected the entire time. But he just comes at me sideways again, like talking all sorts of shit. And it's like, bro, you gotta be kidding me, man. So, right. He hits me up here talking shit. Talking, oh, this seller, blah, blah, blah. Again, completely ignoring the fact that I asked him over and over and over for instructions, proper instructions, not this bullshit. Go watch this video that was done with shitty fucking equipment, with terrible audio, with horribly vague directions. It's like, that's your instruction book, dude? Seriously? That's your instruction manual? Like, either your product is very intuitive, like, my toolbox loose, right? Hand him a Snickers. What a nut job. It's like, it's either very intuitive, so you don't need instructions, like my toolbox loose, or you bothered putting some instructions out there that, maybe in writing or picture by picture information. What flow should I use? What size pump should I use? Simple shit like that, right? Anyways. It was just goofy. Just damn goofy. So I had to block him on here because I just imagine he's going to go on a tirade here and shitty up my feed. But man, all day I was dealing with this guy. Kept trying to engage with me. It's like, bro, I don't know how much clearer I can make this. I don't care. Like, that review was from a year ago, man. Either take my feedback and move on, or just move on. Damn. So yeah, sometimes sellers get a little bit upset. A galling? Well, maybe I'm not giving shit away tonight. Well, y'all can't just be hanging here just for fun. I always got to be giving shit away. Just kidding. There's the link right there. There you go. Don't forget to click that link on top of over there, whatever the fuck thing is, and leave a comment. If you won last week, you can't win this week. Catch me next week. But if you didn't win last week, do the thing. It was the Krieger sluice. I took it down. Like, I don't care. Like, I ran it wrong. Okay, it was pointed out to me that I ran it too fast. And I blew out all the fines because it's not a very good device to begin with, because it allowed me to blow out the fines, and it only has 5 spaces total on this 30-inch run of goddamn sluice. 5 spaces where you could possibly catch gold. I don't want to give it away. It's that old? God damn it. I don't want to give it away. I'd rather melt it. I'd rather melt it and throw it in the trash. Plus, it's not mine to give away. It was passed on to me from somebody, and it's not really mine to give away. If they tell me I can throw it away, I'll throw it away. But, resume, man. What the hell? Yeah, if any... I feel like a petty prick. If anything, that might be what I wind up doing, is just doing a video of me melting it or something. I don't know. There we go. Replace the pinned message. So click that link. That one. That one up there. Do your thing. Right? Well, no, if I'm going to take that out to a space, dude, I'm going to put some fucking 5.56 through it. Because then I can bring my rifles out. And I wound up buying 2 last year before they banned them. So now I got 2. I don't need... Actually, I have 4 rifles. But I don't need... I only got 2 arms. Only one you can really shoot. You can do the whole Rambo thing, but... Let me tell you, those fucking rounds are expensive, man. So maybe I will just stick with the 9. Or I'll just take the 22. But, I don't know. I might keep the stand, though. The stand is useful. I could use that for another sluice. But I probably wouldn't, because I have a better, the removable ones for my sluices. I got 2 pairs. So there's really just no need. What's going on, Mo? Just melt it down, turn it into a target. Yeah, because I don't really want to spend any money shipping it anywhere either. If the person who passed it to me wants it back, maybe I'll send it back. I was actually thinking of rerunning it. The other day, funny, mind you, and this is where the whole thing kind of falls apart for the guy. The other day I was thinking, you know what? Maybe I'll give that thing another shot. I'll put some epoxy into the hole that's in there so that's gone, smooth it out so it runs the way it was supposed to run, and I'll give it a second chance. I'll try it again, give it a shot. But after that flurry of bullshit today, nah, I'm good. I've recommitted to fuck that sluice. But, oh well. So yeah, Krieger. Whatever. Oh, it was kind of soft announced, but thank you for bringing that up, because I don't think people really realize, because I've only sold 2. I released last week a new... You know what? It probably got all mixed in and washed over because of like the 24 different crashes that the stream had. I think people just kind of lost sight of it. But I have a new paydirt out there. The Miner's Tonic. This is just one of the cans for it. There's nothing in this one, but a little Miner's Tonic. If you need a quick fix, a little pan you want to run real quick, and get a little bit of gold out there and just, a little something. For $15, you can get your fix right here, the Miner's Tonic. You can run it slow, or if you're a champ, pour the whole damn thing in. This one was made by taking the pay dirt, dumping a gram of gold into a set amount, and dividing that dirt amongst 10 of these. So every batch is going to be 10 containers, of which there's a chance to get some gold. However much you get, I don't know, because I just threw it in the thing. There's a gram to go around within all that dirt. And there you go. Oh yeah, thank you for the link, you guys. Because I'm lazy, so it's really wonderful that you guys are here, and I'm glad I made you guys mods because you're great at that. So thank you. But these ones are gonna be a ongoing one that I'm gonna just try to, because it's a small amount of dirt, relatively speaking, versus a big bag, and it's a smaller amount of gold. So these are just going to be, the little baggies that I'm going to have. They're not going to be like all done up like some of the other ones. That's why they're just a Miner's Tonic. It's just some pay dirt, man, just some straight up pay dirt. And yeah, I know that was a good idea, man, because usually the things go like that. When I only do 10 of them, keep in mind there's at least like 40 people who are going to wind up, watching this 100, 200 by tomorrow. Chances are they're going to be sold out, which is why I was so surprised that only one person picked up on them from last week, because usually they're gone by the end of the show. But even if I do run out, I just need to get more gold. I used up all my gold on this batch, just poured the whole thing in. So I got to get more gold. That's why reviews like this last weekend, that hurt, man, because I'm out of gold and I need some gold, and that didn't fill the need. Let me tell you what. But oh yes, there's fine gold in there. Like I say, I used the gold that I had, and I had a whole bunch of fine gold from that dirt that I got. I think it was Vendetta's that just had a overwhelming amount of flour in it. That's right. You shot a Dig Daddy. That sounds dirty. I like it. Oof. Oh, my knee's killing me now. So I went out prospecting yesterday. Went out and dug some holes. And, man, I'm sore as hell today. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Donna. Much appreciate you. As always, you're the best. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Jason. But I did find 2 of the ones that were missing, because I had 4 total left. 2 of them just didn't have stickers. I ran out of the sticker, but I went ahead and made the bag. And I found those 2. Those I separated from the other set. So the 2 that I was planning on selling to you, yeah, those are gone. Those, I don't know where the fuck those went. Those fucking grew wings. But I did find 2 more. So if you're still interested, you get first dibs on that one. And if you're okay not getting a sticker, great, because then I don't have to print any more stickers. But if you want stickers, I can put the sticker on the label on it. I don't know why I'm calling them stickers, because they're labels. The labels for the bag with a little eagle on it. Anyway, shoot me an email. We'll talk. Otherwise, then I'll probably just print some more labels or just forget about them. Something. Oh no, I meant. Sorry, Alan, not you. Jason on the 4th of July bags. But Alan, as far as you go, if you wanted those, I'll talk to you after the show, and we'll sort all that out. What's going on, Benzo? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I'll shoot the boss. Yeah, just let me know if you want the labels on them. If you're cool with them not, then that's cool because I really didn't want to print a whole sheet of labels just for two. But yeah, there you go. But what else do we got to talk about? Oh, sad news this last week. I'm sure you all heard, but it's my turn to make my announcement. I didn't want to do a whole video on it because, I'm not really like all that closely related to their group and I never really have talked about them before. Um, but Dakota Fred Hurst, not Fred Hurst. Yeah, Fred Hurst. Hurst boy. Passed away this last week from Gold Rush Whitewater. Um, yeah, he had cancer, and unfortunately, he lost his battle with that this last week. Really sad. He seemed like a really cool guy. Um, sometimes the shows make you out to be an asshole. But it seemed like he had a very kind smile in all the pictures I've seen of him. And he seemed like a down to earth kind of guy. Um, and I thought it was really cool when I realized that Dustin is his son and that they're both out there doing the gold thing. That was really cool. So yeah, unfortunately, yeah, he passed away, and as we all will at some point. And as always, it's a good reminder to make sure to spend time with those you love. Tell them you love them. Let people know how you feel about them. Because you may not get that chance. Either yourself or they may leave this earth. And whatever the last thing you said to them may be the last thing you said to them. If they're assholes, fuck them. Don't waste your time on assholes. They're not worth your time. Let them go figure their own shit out. But surround yourself with the good people. And make sure those good people know that you appreciate them. Because life, the only thing you're guaranteed is death. Everything in between is what you make of it. So there you go. So yeah, a little moment for old Dakota Fred. Hopefully you're finding those nuggets in the sky. Oh man, Mangy, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, well, I mean, it is the truth of life. I mean, being happy in your situation and making the best out of what you've been handed is all that we can do. You know, I mean, shit. Tomorrow may bring a fucking car crash, and that be it. You know, is what it is. But yeah, you got to spend every day. Every day matters. So best of luck to you there. Um, best wishes for you on a recovery. Yeah, stay strong, stay positive. Do your best to get the treatments that you need. But no matter what, don't stop living. Sorry to hear about that, Brockus. Now I feel drunk now, babbling. Man, everybody's got sad news today. Shit. Think some positive shit. What positive shit is there to talk about? Gold's up, right? It's like 19 something. That's always a positive thing. Let's go check that out. I always like to see current gold price. 1958 and 30 cents US dollars. per troy ounce. 1,958 freedom bucks. That's what an ounce of gold will get you as of today. I'll take it. Woo, 112. That's rough. That is rough. Silver, I don't know, it's like 23 bucks an ounce or something like that. Silver doesn't go up. Silver, you need silver for breakers and all sorts of other shit. So silver has to stay where it's at. Otherwise, it'd be too expensive to build a house. As far as rarity goes, I think silver is actually rarer than gold. So it should be much, much more expensive. Or maybe it's not. I don't fucking know. I'm not backing any of this up with any kind of research. Do your own goddamn Googling. Puff, puff, pass. That's right. That's right. Puff, puff, pass. Everybody gets some. Fuck, I wish my customers would bring me ice cream. I work at home now, so I can't even raid the conference room catering as much as I should be. Sad. That's the one thing I loved about working at Amazon is there'd always be a meeting, and my office, like my main one, was right on an ave of like 4 or 5 different very, very well used conference rooms. So there would always be something out there. You know, if I didn't make a decision to go and get some food, I could just go out my door, check these rooms, go upstairs, check those rooms, because it was 2 rows of conference rooms. Just check them both, see what's for lunch. There'd always be something. Well, right on, Mikhail. I'm glad to see you here. Glad you were able to join us. Welcome to the world of prospecting. Heavy pans to you. If you have any questions, feel free to post them up. If not myself, then one of the many wonderful people in our chat. I'm sure we'll be happy to lend you some advice. But just tune in. Watch the videos, and I'm sure you'll learn something. I'll probably learn something eventually one of these days as well. But either way, congratulations. Thank you for the update, Craig. We are halfway through the stream. It is 5:30, and usually this is about the time we fire up the sluice, and tonight's going to be no different. The only different thing we're going to do tonight is we're going to run my cons from yesterday. Ran a couple buckets out at the river, brought them back in the Gatorade. And tonight we're going to run them and see what kind of gold that I found. If I didn't find shit, then I guess I'm going to have to throw some gold in the plate. I think I have a little bit from this weekend. A very, very little bit, as you guys are aware. You saw the video. But so if what I found sucked, then we'll check. I'll throw that in there and call it a day. I did. Because that was what, 0.08 of a gram? So less than a tenth, but pretty close. It wasn't too far off of, a $10 bag of dirt. Unfortunately, I paid 30, but no. So here's how my timing works. I do my video, my review. I physically do it on Saturday. Post it up Sunday morning. Usually posted about 9 a.m. or 2 a.m. But I did it early because I knew I wanted to go out to the river the next day. So I did that. So this is from the river. These are my cons. My cons from the river, from my sluice. Let's see. Mikhail posted up a question, so let's throw this up there real quick. One question: if you're in the wilderness and you are prospecting, how do you know where to pan for gold instead of just panning in random spots? Easy. You don't. Gold is where it's going to be. But you can follow a couple guidelines when you're looking at a river or a creek. Usually a creek or river, a waterway is going to wind. Gold being heavy and harder to push than all the other material wants to go in a straight line down that. So it's always going to take the path of least resistance and most velocity. The inside bends, so if you're the bend theory requires visual aid. So if your river looks like this, and they all do, okay, like they all have bends because they go where the land is deepest, and that's not always ever in a straight line. But gold wants to follow this path, a straight line, because that's where the highest velocity of the river is going to be. It's always going to be on that inside bend. So as you can see, your best spots for finding gold here are going to be on this inside bend here, the tip here, and maybe the tip over here. Wherever you can access. And as the water rises and falls throughout the season, more of this gravel bed is going to become exposed. And now you'll find that that straight line that you drew once upon a time is on exposed gravel here. So those are the places where you can just use general philosophy of the motion of gold to determine where is best for you to dig at. Now along that river and along the gravel bed and sandbar and the rock bar and all that shit, you're going to have big boulders as well as the smaller boulders. And as the river is flowing over these boulders when it's active, the backside of these boulders is a low pressure zone. Gold is going to drop out in those low pressure zones if it doesn't continue on down along with the water. If it finds somewhere that it can rest, it's going to stay there. If the motion of the water gets too much, it'll move. But if it stays there long enough, it'll drop into the dirt and shit underneath, and it'll kind of start sinking down. And that's how it gets held in place, because the low pressure persists, and it's held there because there's not enough pressure from the river motion to make it continue on. Hopefully by the time the season gets in and the water's receded and the river's only over here, this is exposed and the water was never turbulent enough to push it forward. So you can dig right there behind the bigger boulders, behind roots. Thank you. My artistry is renowned. And those are your generic general places where you're going to want to do your panning at. You're going to want to start from those spots because those are the most logical places for gold to be. Gold does not always follow logic. It is the heaviest thing in the water, yet for some reason the shit fucking floats sometimes. So keep that in mind. Gold is going to be where it's going to be. It's not always going to be concentrated where you expect it to be. On the river where I go, the best spot that I found was way the hell off center. It was in a space that would rarely, it was on the far side of the bend, like really, really far. So the gold kind of took a travel that didn't even really follow the river. So over here, way the fuck over here, I was finding good gold, and over here, where you would expect it, there was nothing. So it's a lot of hit and miss, but if you follow the basic science behind where gold may be, why gold moves, how it moves, and where it stops moving, you can start looking at the river for places that are a low pressure zone where the water slows down from where the water is going fast, right? Where it slows down, make a mental note of that. Like go out to the river when it's flowing nice and high, right after middle of spring when the water is really high and it's flowing, 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 and just look at the way it's flowing and look at the low pressure zones. Make a mental note of where those are, and then later when summer hits and the river's down and all of that rock is exposed, hit those spots, and you might do well that way. Or you may find nothing. I don't know. I'm not a scientist or anything. I'm just a dude with a pan in a shed. And speaking of that, let's see if I found anything this weekend. So all of everything I just told you may be for Dick, because if I didn't actually find anything, then why the hell am I giving advice? But sometimes I get lazy and I gotta bring something out. So that's what winds up happening. These guys are fighting for it. Take a look at that stuff. Nice and dark material. There is so much garnet in here. It's a little bit wild. I know Carl would love it. All right. We got our dirt, our cons. Let's fire up the sluice, get that flow a flowing. We'll set it at about 4-ish, 4.5-ish, a little bit more, a little bit less, a little bit more, and good enough. Fuck it. Where's my brush? Gotta make sure the cells are not full of air. All right, let's gold. That dark material. It's like blackened. So I know there is at least without a doubt one flake in here, because that was what I saw on the VMAT, like 3 or 4. I'm really hoping more made its way down to the dream mat. So these are the cons from just 2 buckets. Wasn't out there for too long, didn't hit it up too hard. Did a whole lot of test panning and there was just nothing, man. There was nothing at all the spots where I thought it would be good. There was nothing. Maybe I didn't go deep enough. I don't know. That's what she said. But all right, now there's some little glitter in there. It's not a huge amount, but you know, it's something. Lets me know my efforts weren't completely wasted. I got a lot of different colors of sluices, man. Just the micro mats, I got like 6 different colors. I feel like I used to have more, but I guess not. I need to get more though. I wanted to have one for every holiday, and then one for every season. You know, that way if I didn't feel like celebrating the holiday or the holiday's over, you know. Only where if like I get too many colors, people think I'm like trying to offend them or something. I don't want to get canceled like Bud Light. All right. Definitely a little bit of gold in there. Get rid of all this magnetics now. All right. Let's see what we got. Whoop. Get all those garnets. No, floaty gold. See what I was talking about? Damn gold floats. Makes no sense. You gotta chase it all over the pan or lose it. If you're panning at home, a little jet dry surfactant, break up the tension of the water. That'll help the gold from floating, but even that doesn't do it every time. Sometimes the gold just grabs the air and rides. All right, well, say it's not a huge amount. I'm not even sure if you can really see it. But it's in there. So, yeah, it may have been a shitty spot, but hey, at least I brought a little bit of gold home, so can't complain too much, I guess. Get that snuffered up. That was the other thing. I forgot my snuffer here at home. I didn't take it with me. Oh, shit. How did I miss that big fucker? That guy. A couple chunks over here that made their way down. I guess they rode the air. That's why you always got to check them back tailings. Damn, those are like the two biggest pieces, too. That's crazy. Look at that. Huh. Did I get my lights changed? No. I have a ring light over here, though. One of those selfie lights that I have that I've been trying to use more because it gives just a little bit more brightness down here. So, yeah, I guess actually you could say that I kind of changed my lights. There's more over here. Yeah, lots of garnets in there. Dream Mat will definitely catch some garnets. Not all of them, but does a good job keeping them heavies. But if you want to catch garnets, you got to use the bigger cell stuff. Otherwise, they will just roll right out. Like if you're using all micro, yeah, you ain't catching many garnets. They're too big. They'll just say, see ya. All right, I think I got it all. A little bit more than I was expecting. But that's cool. I'm not going to complain that I found more gold than I thought I did. What's going on, Sean? And everybody else who's joined the stream since the last time I said hello, hello to you as well. I'm not trying to ignore anybody. I'm just dense sometimes. Trying to pour fire. I'm gonna let that cool down. I'll hop back over here to the main camera and say hello to you guys once again. Hello. That's right. Free gold from the river is the best kind of gold. Though, honestly, it's not free because I'm sore as hell. Much, much more than this 30 cents worth of gold it will have been worth. I feel like I'm like $150 sore. And I'm only going to get maybe like $1 worth of gold. So that's the trade-off. No. It's free as long as you don't mind the pain. It's a young man's sport. That's why I do pay dirt. That's right. Time is flying by. Make sure you do a comment on that comment video that's pinned on top of the chat if you want to get in on tonight's Sloppy Seconds. Yeah, email me some information. I like to meet up with folks and all that, but I do have a bum knee, and so big hiking and shit probably isn't going to be in much of my featuring. So, mild adventure. But yeah, let me know what's up, and I'll let you know what's up. And if it's a few weeks out and I can get out there, I'd love to dig some holes. Show me where to go. The beach? Fuck, that's a 4-hour drive, man. But maybe make an adventure of it. I think I got my beach box dialed in now. So the problem with last time I went out to the beach, I set it up, I went out, got my water, and that's the first time is not bad, the second time's not bad, but the 8th or 9th trip from where you're set up out to where you can get water, that's a long, long walk the 8th or 9th time, carrying 2 5-gallon buckets of water. That'll wear you out. Because every time I would finish a bucket, I've lost as much water, and so I wound up having to go back out and get more. Man, that was rough. So I realized I needed bigger tubs so that when all that happens, it doesn't change the water line so much that it dips below the intake. That's what I learned. Well, I have my HPA, so I'm all good to go and run out there. It's just an adventure, loading it all up. And it's a dedicated thing. But you're right, it is easy diggings, that's for sure. I'd have to sneak away from the family though, because they always don't want to spend too much time out there. So that usually cuts down my time that I can spend out there because they want to go to the town and do stuff. And I don't blame them. If you're not digging, it ain't that fun. It's fun for me. I'll be digging. I know what the goal is. I'm looking for gold. That's a good trick. That's a very good trick. The only problem with beach sand is you need to run at least like 10 or 15 buckets worth before you really start seeing some good results. And it's hard to ship 10, 15 buckets out to somebody and not charge a crap load of money. All right. Yeah, maybe like first or second week of August or something. I'll let the wifey know that I'm going on a big boys trip. Our kid can't come because we're gonna have strippers. No, wait, that won't work either. I won't be able to go. Yeah, if there's a lot of vertical, I'll have no problem getting in. But getting out might be a challenge, especially after a long day of good digging. Whew. August? All right, September? Next? I don't know, man. I'm just throwing times and dates, but you're right. August is hot. That might not be a good idea. I don't want to die. But it's at the beach though, so if we go to the beach, that's not too bad. You always get that nice cool ocean breeze coming in. Yeah, I mean, I'll usually go in like half a mile ish, quarter mile, really. Feels like a half a mile, I guess. The beach is sounding good. Yep, yep. MJ can come out there. Whoever, man, everybody can come out there. You just got to figure out where you're gonna stay. There's like motels right over there, like the Waco Motel. There's a RV camp, or they're at Cape Disappointment. If you can get a spot there, you can camp out there. But it's kind of hard to get a spot there because they're usually booked out like a year in advance. Yeah, all the pretty sure I don't have any pending orders right now. Shipped everything out. If you haven't gotten something, email me. Let me know. I'll look into it. I'll get you the tracking. Gonna stay at the Dig Daddy Shack. If I got a spot at the RV place, I would probably just camp out of the element, to be honest. Um, because everything for the beach, the beach cube, I can throw in a big black tub, strap it to the roof, put it on the driver's seat and fold all the seats down or fold them up and do an air mattress. The element is very versatile. It works great as a camper. With me singing. I don't sing. What are you talking about? And I don't do videos with me singing either. Or do I? I don't know, dude. I do a bunch of goofy shit and I forget about it. Like I did a Christmas album one year. If you bought Pay Dirt that year, you also got a link to my Christmas album on SoundCloud. It was so bad. It was so bad. Oh shit. All right, let's weigh out this gold. Let's see how much I wound up getting. There we go. Hello. I don't know why my scale's British. Hello, Governor. What gold you got for me today? 0.06. Huh. Dig Daddy, the stone miner was looking for some gold, but instead he went and got stoned. The end. Here, throw a little extra. It's like there's little flakes stuck to the top of the cap. Oh well, you're not getting those, I guess. All right, there you go. 0.89 grams. Just for shits and giggles, I'll throw some silver in there too. Here, let's take the whole weight up to at least a gram. There we go. 1.5 grams. Sweet. So now we just gotta find some dirt to put it in. I got that. And a baggie. Nope. I always forget. I got to write on the bag first. You know what? I had forgotten that I have this stuff. Speaking of Cape Disappointment, I got some of the dirt that I brought back from there. I totally forgot that I had it all together. So I do have a label. And we're making some sloppy Cape Disappointments. Seven, 17, 23. All right. So make sure you, if you haven't already done it, like the linked video up on the top of the chat. Leave a comment on that video. That's the important part, is to leave a comment. You can't just like things. Life's not that easy. You know, you got to put a little effort in. But it's very little. Just got to leave a comment there saying something funny, something witty, something clever, something cool. Now, one of the cool things that I picked up recently from my local rock shop has been this crazy blue agate. It's not quite an Ellensburg, and it's not quite a lace, but it's got this crazy blueberry color to it. Here, let me get some more light on it. It's almost like a meteorite agate, but it's not what it is. It's just an agate, right? So I'm going to throw this in there too, because that's one of the things that I was throwing in the bags of Cape D. Throw some Cape D in there. Throw this little plethora of precious metal in there. And then throw another scoop of Cape D. By the way, Cape D is really, really heavy material. One bucket of it is like from Benson Beach. It's from Cape Disappointment. Cape Disappointment. Sloppy Dig Daddy. All right. Woo! Holy Blue. Yes, thank you, T-Rep. That's exactly what it is. The Holy Blue. Holly Blue. Holy, holly. Yes. That is exactly what it is. Thank you for the reminder on that. I'm stoned, so you gotta bear with me. I'm 2 J's deep. But yeah, that'll be in there as well. So make sure you leave a comment because we are gonna do it. We're gonna. Oh, no, no, yes. If you haven't already left your comment, well, you had plenty of time to do it. Told you like 10 times, man. Do the thing. And now we're going to do the thing. 7 plus 1 equals 8. Get our YouTube comments. We have 35 unique comments. And let's do it. Tonight's winner is Dog Bus Adventure. Woot woot! Finally made one. Hope everyone is having a fantastic summer so far. Get that gold. Well, sir, I hope you are having a fantastic summer now, because you are tonight's winner of the sloppy seconds. Could I ship to Saudi Arabia? It's doubtful because the cost of shipping would probably be so high. But I'm game to give it a shot. If you want to pay the shipping and it's worth your time and effort, then I'll ship. So shoot me information on where I would be shipping to, and I'll let you know about how much it would cost to ship things of weight. But I imagine it would be pretty expensive. I don't know that it would be worth it. But yeah, hell yeah. Congratulations, Dog Bus. Make sure you send me your address. Again, digdaddy@backyardprospecting.com. Mikkel, you as well. digdaddy@backyardprospecting.com. And yeah, so once again, congratulations, guys. Or to Dog Bus, give me your info. I'll get you this dirt. Mikkel, give me your info, and I'll let you know what it would cost to get it to you. Get something to you. Something. But either way, I want to thank you all for hanging out with me here. I hope you had a good time as I did. And hopefully the week treats you well. And in the next weekend, you're able to get out there. Or if your weekend is during the week, whenever you can, get out there, dig some holes. And I hope you find some shiny, heavy pans to you. And otherwise, this is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace.